Cool. I'm gonna kind of make the truck my studio today. I'm out by this little creek locally on this bridge that usually has ducks, but it's all dried up. I've been wanting to do this for about 5 years now, maybe longer. Since I found out about podcasts, and I've always thought about it, and I think the first thing I'll say, statement wise, is I'm doing this for my kids, for my wife, for the people that care about me, my parents, my to whom it may concern. It's like this podcast, or just like these conversations, or these archives on some Martian video log stuff. I just want to share what I'm thinking about, things that are important to me, and because when you share, when you share your thoughts, you share a little piece of who you are, and I think that's been really important to me recently. Just to share the things that I'm thinking about, and in my opinion, it's this is my context. This is my art. These are my paintings. These are my thoughts. These are the things that I'm thinking about. But yeah, really, I want to leave that for the people that care about me and want to know. So yeah, I'm gonna, I guess go over some of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I'll kind of read this out of my journal. And bear with me, I'm not a podcaster. I don't know how long these videos will be. So here are some of the things that I was thinking about. In making the podcast, I'll find my context. I'll share some art. Sometimes it will cross over. Sometimes I'll want to share my mind behind the line. Poetry. I write poetry. I paint. I make music. But yeah, the mind behind the line was my thought for, just talking about what I'm talking about, And I think it'll be a kind of a cool practice too, to revisit poetry that I've written before as a young man, and then to revisit the poems or the lines with new perspective. And maybe calling myself out a little too, for my philosophizing, as Zoolander says, what are you talking about? It's all an attempt to be more clear and concise and real, So yeah, it'll be sort of like a diary of a creative person, to archive my times. I don't know, maybe to get things off my chest at points. I really appreciate guys like Theo Vaughn. I mean, the dude is the wackiest dude, but I love what he does, he'll sit there and he'll talk about his relationship with his dad, or with his mom, or there are lessons that come out of just visiting something. And I wish I had that quote ready. That was another thing that I wanted to share, but I'll pull something out of this guy. Something I just read the other day. This book, it's called Writing Down the Bones, and I just found it, rediscovered it because of my from high school. In high school, this is one of my textbooks, and it's just been exciting to see it again, and to still see its relevance. Like, it's kind of crazy that, I don't know, like, I read this book a decade ago, and it's still awesome. But yeah, sorry about Theo Vaughn. I'll be doing that a lot too. I'm kind of a roundabout guy, but in one of her sections, Natalie Goldberg, she writes, "You can't always attack a topic. Sometimes it takes a while to come to it." And like in writing and with storytelling, just getting on and talking and having like natural pauses and just going to a place, like those things, they'll manifest themselves, but they'll take weird turns. Like, yeah, to talk about something really special, like you have to go through your context and all your memories and all the things that you think about that make those things important. And that's something too, like I have like all these principles for life, and I have all these thoughts about things, but I always like tell my buddy Brian about this because we always seem to be in like a spot to talk about it. But like in writing or in like explanation, you have to break down something to the point where you understand it enough to explain it to someone else. And I think that's been one of the greatest gifts with writing, and then just with speculation. Like I have to like recode things. Like I have to think about it and say like how would I explain this to you, and in doing that I understand it better. And that's kind of the gift of writing, of storytelling, of poetry. Like you're trying to make this really concise form of a thought or a concern or a question, or an answer, just kind of like boiling things down, like rendering them down to make something. But yeah, just I hope that this will turn into something where I can talk to folks, where I can like express my love and my passion and just kind of geek out on things, to share my work, to talk about it, to I don't know, have my own little segments. Like people can get to know me, kind of the mind behind things. So if you're listening, thank you. I appreciate you. This is the intro. Stay tuned.